Espera, ya te encendí como vela. Yo te como sin vid, a capela.
Alive, Scout should be able to get an inhibitor for this and will do exactly that.
Exactly, it buys enough time to get the objective. The inhibitor taken, that's the price you pay for a single kill, Vedius.
They also get the flash out from Tarzan. Like, that's how difficult he is to kill, and it's not going to get any easier in the fights to come as well. We talked about how in the draft, both teams had options, but one of the things that Medic, you were concerned about was would Weibo have enough damage? They barely had enough damage to kill Zika. What about the rest of LNG? I feel like that this game is so difficult now for Weibo to turn around, and it all comes off the back of that single top lane dive. The way in which LNG was so quickly able to punish it, convert it into Baron, and the way they've played around Baron since then, incredible stuff from them. And that fun fact from you, Medic, may end up ringing true once again.
2 series in the last 2 months, both times. Weibo have lost game 3, LNG have come up the victors. The second one, obviously, in the regional gauntlet, a little bit trickier for Weibo. They had just played the day before in the finals. But here, they are looking to try and even out the score. LNG knocking on the door of the Nexus. For them, it's redemption from last year. 0-3 against T1 in the quarterfinals. And Weibo was on the other side of the rift then. Tarzan swapped positions with him, but for LNG, it's years of promise, really, as an organization that have never really come to fruition that now might start doing so if they can make it through to semis.
Such good side lane play from them, as they have done with Scout. Always loving those side lane resources, the trailing play here. And now, it becomes so difficult for Weibo to even gain anywhere on the map to start their play from. You see LNG with Gala in mid lane, just throwing out these W's over and over and over. The poke is painful here from this Kai'Sa. So even a couple of wards for Weibo, difficult for them to get.
So crucially, Xiaohu is about 300 gold off his death cap.
Okay. I think you wait for that amount of gold and let him buy it before you fight.
He's pinging top wave. He'd love to try and get it. You can see that that's what they're waiting for. It's such a massive item spike. And they're going to need it to stand a chance. Xiaohu is so paranoid, though, of Nocturne showing up. There's only the sapling on the top side. They need to spot out this Nocturne.
Charm wide from Scout. Tarzan.
And look, there's the ping onto the top wave. He's going to it quickly. He knows where Scout is now. He can try and get that gold.
There's so much darkness for Weibo. If they do try and step in towards that Drake, it would be soul for them, only third for LNG.
Yeah, maybe they give this one up. Maybe it's not worth it.
Light and Chris waiting to see if someone oversteps to catch the mid wave.
LNG want the kills. They're just itching to use these ultis.
Xiaohu sitting in base. He must be incredibly close.
The death cap comes
There it
through
is.
for Xiaohu. Control ward as well. Zika chunked out to about 2/3 HP. The arrow going in. Just wide of Zika and Scout, who form a little conga line and avoid the arrow's embrace. Now Drake up 2 seconds.
That's a critical mistiming now for Weibo, because that was also Meganar in addition to the Ash Arrow. Now Breathe is going to go mini, and this Dragon, are they going to try and steal it in some way? I mean, it just seems so hard now with no Arrow and no Meganar.
And no flash on Tarzan. There's no way for him to get into the pit. Baron up in 15 seconds time. You give up the ghost of this Drake. Take it to 7 if someone wants soul. Make sure you secure as many buffs, as much gold as you can before the inevitable fight around the big purple worm.
I mean, we are fully into the late game now. Everyone nearing full builds. This final fight is largely going to come down to execution, but the crucial advantage that LNG have is setup. The approach to the Baron is a difficult one for Weibo. They have no deep vision, no potential flank wards.
How can you have 403 CS and not be full build?
Maintains pressure on a side lane. Breathe cannot stop him, meaning that Weibo is running out of options very quickly.
Breathe goes into mini Narp. Will be exhausted for a while before he can build up that rage bar again. LNG trying to gain control of mid in this topside jungle. Scout waiting in the wings to see if Xiaohu overextends. Zika now moves into the darkness and can work his way up towards that mid lane instead of burning his teleport. He's going to base, but that deception, that darkness that he sits in makes it so difficult for Weibo to know if they can engage or not, because where's Zika? Is he flanking us? The arrow wide again. Light has not been on target with them. No bullseyes yet. It feels this game as LNG will back away.
It's
for the
difficult
moment. Yeah.
because that is really the most like guaranteed attempt that they can make, is just keep throwing out these Ash arrows. Maokai ult is so slow moving. Breathe doesn't have extra time to come up and be the one to start it out and look for it. Even though he does have his flash ready, has to constantly attend to these side lanes because LNG will not relent in their side lane pressure, and so they keep getting the better setup. It's so tense, Betty.
Yeah, it's the few moments before the drop on a roller coaster, right? We all hold our breath and hope that we see one final calamitous 5v5.
Crucially, the Weibo have found access into the pit. The side lane pressure has disappeared for now. The Baron has started.
All they needed was access, apparently, Betty. They're going to start up the Baron as they're trying to pull out the TP from Zika, and there it goes. Weibo stick to the Baron. The arrow goes wide. It hits onto Zika. The Baron down to 2,000. Scout going in with the charm as well. The Baron's already secured by Weibo, and they dive in with a twisted advance. Scout on the backline down to half HP. Already Gala's dead. He dived in and he died for it. An incredible Gnar. Breathe catches LNG out of the air and slams them into the wall. Weibo win the fight, and you have to feel they can just march down mid.
A single fight was all they needed. 5-0. Weibo will wipe out LNG.
They've done it again! Weibo draw LNG into the Baron pit. They get the Baron, they get the team fight, and they're gonna get the dub.
30 seconds from anyone for LNG to be back up, but I think all they're gonna do is watch their Nexus fall in grayscale. Curses be damned. Game 3 curse, you save Eddie. Apparently, Weibo just don't care. Weibo are one game away from semis.
Light with the timing on the arrow on that teleport. Whew. They burned the Baron.
We have to extract. Why are they sniping us? No.
Is it contested? Oh, I think it's contested.
No. It is contested.
Oh my god. Why'd I follow that stupidity? Hey, he has grasp and TP. Why did he? I don't know. I needed a flash better. I could have killed Kha'Zix. Yeah, Kha'Zix exist. He knows you have no flash and you're not warding, so. Come on, get out, get out, get out. Why would you go over the wall? He's clearly gonna have to jump over the wall while I kill him. Dude, I'm so tired of people being so retarded and like, people are so greedy for the kill. He wanted to make sure I didn't get the kill, so he jumped over the wall. Just fucking stay there. He's gonna jump to you and give you a free kill. Fucking retard, man. Stupid. Like right there. Why are you flashing? You're dead already. No one in the game is playing like Kazakhs exist. Shasu was just terrible. Like, does he think I was just gonna let him die?
Dream on the operating table. Try to scream but I wasn't able. They replaced my voice. I'll never be the same. I kill inside your spirit. I can see a light but I can't get near it. Echoes of your voice but I can't quite hear it. How did we end up here? I spent
Damn. That's so much gold. If I'd spent any of my gold there, that would have been huge, but not terrible. Sucks I only have 2 stacks, but
If every day here's the time, the riots are flame dying. If you take this one, the riot is still trying.
literally such a greedy player. Like the plates aren't even up and you're just dying for what exactly? Like I don't even understand what you're dying for. Barrier, dude. 0-6 and he has a bounty. What? Sorry about the gap.
She doesn't like you, but you don't even know it. You think you have a future. You imagine you having kids with her and marrying her. Meanwhile, while you're thinking this, she's literally sucking off your friend in the school toilet. FF, go next. You don't never dreamed I was missing. You were so scared, but no one would listen, 'cause no one else cared. After my dreaming, I woke with this fear. What am I leaving when I'm done here? So if you're asking me, I want you to know, when my time comes, forget the wrong that I've done. Help me leave behind some reasons to be missed. Don't resent me, and when you're feeling empty, keep me in your memory. Leave out
We like watching teams.
Back to Xiaohu will escape for the moment. The Grubs as well. The prize for Weibo. Scout looking for a little bit more up towards the top side. Weiwei now locked up between two worlds. And Gala trying to put the damage down onto Xiaohu, but he can't hit what you can't see. Xiaohu finds another. Scout was unable to find anything on the top side, and Weibo will get 4 Grubs.
And now it's just Weibo dominance. They get to their 4 Grubs. They're going to grab an extra one. 5 bonus here, and the extra kills. Crisp exerts support dominance, Vedius. Tarzan's able to find the initiation onto Hung. They get the early advantage in the play, and Weibo now with control of the Grubs, control of the Dragons, and control of the series.
The way that this game is going, it feels like that it's just a matter of time for Weibo. They're playing with such confidence, with clean execution. Xiaohu, a player that was so monumental on the Orianna in the previous game, now stepping up once more on the Aurora. But I feel like that you can never afford to underestimate LNG with the direction that the game is going. As long as this Yone is in the game, they still have angles to turn it around.
It's good you put me in check, because right now I am underestimating LNG. Weibo just seem to be surging right now, and they're trying to play off their advantage.
Looking for a little bit more here as Zika steps a little bit too far. Tarzan goes in with the Bramble Smash, but doesn't follow up with a Twisted Advance, gets the Dominus out, and that will time out before Weibo advance for a second dive.
They get the flash, and that's all they wanted. Maybe play for plates as well. The arrival of Weiwei is crucial as the ulti comes through.
Dominus about to time out here. Zika, Glacial Prison hitting, but Xiaohu was able to dodge just outside of tower range, and now between two worlds. Go Weibo once again. Already Zika down. The rest of Weibo beginning to collapse here as Weiwei and Hung look for a little bit more. Dredgeline hitting onto Tarzan, but the curtain call is tanked up by Weibo. Gala trying to join the fray here. Scout still pushing in the top lane. TP coming in by Scout as they look to take the battle underneath the tower. Breathe, locked up for a second. He will fall to the turret as Weibo have found another, but have they overstepped? Scout snap back to reality. LNG only got 1.
The party in the bottom lane is actually going to move over to the mid lane. Tarzan running for his life towards his AD carry, but he
Twisted
gets
advance
snared.
to a minion. He got snared just in time. Instead, he goes to Tarzan. And Gala will reload and then put a shot in the back of the tree and find another for LNG.
when my time comes, forget the wrong that I've done.
Curd, lemon, squirtle, kiddo, apple, lemon, kipper.
till I'm moved at all. That could be a load of shit, but I just need to
Kha'Zix knows how to get fed, but not how to carry.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Check out Mahomes' top 3 plays of the day. He scrambles into T-Mobile to get that new iPhone 16 Pro on us. It's a little shimmy, shimmy, shake. What you think, huh?
It's like he's chasing an ice cream truck.
Ice cream! He got his iPhone 16 Pro, the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence.
Cuz holding it up like a baby lion.
Homie takes those T-Mobile savings and calls it a day.
Respect.
Now at T-Mobile.com, get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. And families can save 20% every month versus the other big guys.
96% of Subaru Foresters sold in the past 10 years are still on the road. That's more than Toyota RAV4. The all-new Subaru Forester. Love begins with trust.
Affronte une équipe qu'on connaît très bien, c'est justement de ne pas se concentrer sur l'adversaire, mais plutôt de se concentrer sur sa propre performance. Et c'est ce qu'ils ont fait aujourd'hui, et c'est pour ça qu'ils ont réussi à venir à bout d'LNG. Mais quand on regarde Weibo, par rapport à la LPL, par rapport au Swiss Stage, c'était une performance bien meilleure et bien plus satisfaisante aujourd'hui qu'ils ont réussi à montrer sur la scène des Worlds. Est-ce qu'il y a eu une différence dans la façon dont ils ont travaillé ? When you look at Weibo in the LPL and in Swiss stage, considering the fact that they had to fight up until the last moment to get the tickets to quarterfinals, is there anything that they've been working on to be to that level today? And do they feel like they fixed their issues?
其实我们回顾一下 WBG 整个的一个旅程，无论是在 LPL 的比赛当中，还是在瑞士轮，你们都是战至最后一刻才取得了来到这里的门票。所以说，也想问一下，可能在整个过程当中，你们有哪些提升和进步，才能够达到今天的高度？你觉得你们有没有改进队伍的一些问题呢？
就简单一点说的话，我们就改了我们自己的配合上的磨合吧。然后就我们今天也进步到了，还学到了东西，所以下场我们还能强。
So I do feel what we did is just to try our best to have a better synergy, and for the whole team, we try to have build an even better teamwork. And also, I must say, from this best of 5, we are still growing. We have learned so many new stuffs here. So in the future, WBG will become even more stronger.
Ce n'est que le début pour Weibo, puisqu'ils ont l'intention de devenir plus forts. Ce sur lequel ils ont travaillé aujourd'hui, c'était leur synergie d'équipe, faire en sorte que toute leur stratégie était au point. On a hâte de voir ce que ça va donner pour la suite, étant donné que c'est la première demi-finale de championnat du monde pour Tarzan. It is the first time you reach World Semifinals. How do you feel right now?
Tarzan 选手第一次将要进入到全球总决赛4强的争夺当中，此时此刻有什么样的一些心情吗？
就很开心吧，但是我的目标还没达到，所以就继续加油，继续冲。
Definitely, I'm super happy to be able to qualify to the semifinals, but my goal hasn't been reached yet. So what I need to do is really try my best and keep it up.
Forcément content d'arriver en demi-finale aujourd'hui, mais le travail n'est pas fini. L'objectif, c'est la coupe, l'objectif, c'est le championnat du monde, donc il va continuer de travailler ici. Dernière question, last question for you, Tarzan. You were the first team to play semifinals. You were the first team to play in front of this arena today. How was the experience? How was the atmosphere playing at the center of this stage?
同时也想问到，你们是第一个来这个场馆比赛的战队，所以说也想问一下，整个这场比赛打下来，在这个场馆当中有这么多热情的观众，你们所有见到的一切，你觉得有什么样的一些感受吗？
我今天打的时候感受到粉丝们的支持，所以我们也很有感觉打比赛了。
While we were playing on stage, I can really feel the support and the cheer from all the fans, and really this buffed me up.
Ce qu'il a dit, c'est... Je pense que vous avez très bien compris ce qu'il a dit. Les fans, vous avez fait un boulot colossal aujourd'hui, et c'était seulement le premier quart de finale. Du bruit pour Tarzan et Weibo, s'il vous plaît. Wendy, Sheshe, thank you so much, Tarzan, for the interview. Et messieurs, de retour à vous.
Moi, je suis pas un monsieur, mais ça va aller. Je suis
Oh,
mademoiselle.
hey, call out.
No, it was, of course, a toss to her colleagues over at the OTP stream. Amazing job, by the way, Laure and Wendy, for that. That is difficult to do. We have to do it here in France. And we are so, so lucky that we have such talented hosts to lead us through those post-game interviews. About the question about the crowd, I also noticed that when Weibo was walking into the arena, it was Tarzan and it was Xiao Hu who got the biggest cheers from the audience. And I think a lot has to do with kind of these accolades from Xiao Hu, maybe also
I can't type only.
There was 1 or 2 times where EU was on the good side, you know what I mean? And Tarzan, who has been kind of like an enigma, right? A lot of people's jungle goat.
It's mind-boggling to me, even after seeing this, that we were one bad trade deal away from Weibo getting a free 0 today.
Yeah.
Like, that is... Because, again, Jed actually got the rap prediction. We predicted them. I expected them to win, but I thought it was going to be Come on, don't call me out when I don't do it. I'm going to feel bad. But specifically like it was in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And instead what we got was a completely different series.
Yeah, and I think the most impressive thing was, right, we saw Tarzan, the Maokai was massive in so many of these fights where they're trying to engage on the Maokai and that doesn't work because you just can't kill him in time.
Don't do it.
And then the rest of the team cleans up. He himself had some really good engages to isolate key members of LNG in some of these fights. And again, I can't understate how much it must mean to him on that LNG team last year, finally being able to make it past quarterfinals, showing up, having a great performance. It's awesome to see.
It's insane. I want to take a look at those coach reactions from Danny.
Yeah,
because
let's go.
That was in the last game, one of the best reactions I've ever seen in my life on a cam.
Yeah, I want to see, is this from the very last game?
I think it's all of them.
Because the one that I can't wait for was when he thought the game
Thank
was
you.
over, then Scout gets a triple kill and he flies back.
Yeah.
There's also the famous one from Game 3 where everybody was happy except
this is it.
This is it. I mean, he ended up actually winning the series, but when he turns around and sees Scout got 3 kills,
he's like,
he's just,
He's like, no.
And you don't have to be great at Korean to read
Let's
the lips
read
there.
what he just said, but that's okay. But I love seeing it. He also jumped on stage. I think he tried to lift up Xiaohu, but he didn't in the end.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You could see how much this means, even if it is an LPL team kill.
Of course.
They can feel how close they are to making it back to this World Final now. They're 3 wins from the final, 6 wins from the championship. They're actually so close they can feel it now.
Yeah, and then we have to return to Xiaohu, right? Because they kept opting in on red side to this Aurora Yone trade, trusting in him to be able to bring out the Aurora when his performances have been up and down, right? But he is so accomplished that we have an entire full screen of the milestones he reached in this series just today.
This doesn't even have his MSI
Second
wins.
place.
I didn't even check
Second place in MSI and
win
Worlds
loss
kills.
counter
Second
was
in
in
Worlds
a good
games.
spot.
First in Worlds losses, but that's just because Faker's won so much, and because Xiaohu has been here so often. And I think the fact that he actually holds that record as well just lends to his aura. That he's just always around. He's always part of the world story.
No, absolutely. And I think it's one of those things where we talk often about because we are so exposed to our own Western social media and our players that we don't always get the full story. But he's ridiculously funny also on like, is it Doyen, the TikTok out of, out of China with the viral dance, the cat dance in general. And I don't think we can quite grasp kind of, as you say, the aura of Xiaohu because those Chinese Redditors, they also love dunking on him when he isn't doing well.
For sure.
But I hope they're praising him when he is doing well.
I loved what Chovy had to say about that viral TikTok where he was like, wow, he must be a really brave mid laner to be able to do something like that. It was along the lines of that. It was a very funny reaction.
Now, of course, he had a fantastic last 2 games, but I think we also need to talk about Breathe. What a breakout performance he can have here at Worlds. And of course, the Gnar is unbeatable. He is our Oppo player of the series. He's now 6-0 on that pick.
Wait, 6?
I mean, I'm
You
really
say
excited to see
6
what he's
and
gonna do
0?
in the semifinals.
Yeah, it also means a lot for Breathe to be here, again, coming on this Weibo team alongside Tarzan for the summer. And yeah, his Gnar has been great. His usage of the Gnar bar, especially when he's entering a lot of these fights, has been great. They were able to put him on the Jax later on, and he has been, I would say, the best Gnar at this event.
Yeah,
like, I don't think he should get that champion again. But to see him step out and have such a great performance is really good for Weibo to be able to rely on him more.
And even though they ended up getting it, I want to give a shout out to really both bot laners. Light, we expected to be really good coming in. I think he just showed us what we wanted. Those 2 arrows, I think, were series breaking, as it turns out. Particularly the second.
He's a winner, it's the Superdome and the Wit Dome. Don't ever forget that. So, it was a really cool opportunity. He was so awesome and amazing. He's had a massive impact in high school sports.
Very, very cool. We got plenty more coming up. Stay with us. We're counting down to kickoff. Saints, Broncos. Talk about up next.
Five-minute warning for Tyler.
Sounds good.
Yo, Central on your 5.
All right, sounds good.
Yo, Don, sound checking 5.
Man, sounds good.
Lisa, you're on in 5.
Cool. Sounds good.
Chunky is spicy, and it's good to be spicy. I'm talking hunks of fiery, delicious protein. Oh, is it hot in here? Or is it just chunky? Soup that eats like a meal.
The magic never leaves you when you stay with the Disney Resorts Collection, following you along everywhere you go, making every moment special, even more surprising than your last, and bringing you extra time in any of the 4 theme parks every day. Now you can save up to 25% on rooms at select Disney Resort hotels. Why would you stay anywhere else?
Hey, what are those?
Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Everyone's getting them.
Yeah, kiddo. Everyone but you.
Everyone but you.
Everyone but you, kiddo.
Order Crazy Puffs for $3.99 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza. Hey, Lexus, show alternate routes.
Technology that's ready for the road ahead. The Lexus NX.
You watching my special, aren't you?
No, I just got this great NFL offer. Guaranteed, all up front. And this one's gonna be hard to pass up.
Breaking news. LeBron James has a guaranteed NFL offer. He says it's, quote, going to be hard to pass up.
Seriously? Ooh, somebody got to call a plumber, because you got a leak.
With DraftKings, new customers turn $5 into $200 instantly in bonus bets. The crown is yours.
Undale, Save.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. What's going on here?
Coach saves so much bundling home and auto with the personal price plan, he decided to bundle practice with ballet.
Undale,
Hey, Hutch, less talky, more dancing. Double time. Boom, son.
It's icy and cold.
Sharo.
The Scout doesn't find Scout. He's rushes forward with a dive immediately on the breathe. Scout on the back end down to half HP. Already got a stand. He dived in and he dived. Oh! An incredible nah. Breeze catches LNG out of the air. Face sealed up to the back line. Scout's already down and Waymo has found the fight they were looking for in the mod side. Scout already dead. Gala walking away, but I think Xiaohu will not let him escape. Triple there now for Breathe, and it's Waymo inside the base. They're just the masters of mojo. Somehow, whenever you doubt them, Weibo will come out on top.
I've been living behind all the scenes, 'cause it's easier when they don't believe. Keep it quiet, keep it hush, keep denying, but the fire that's inside is...
This rat cult spreads through Gotham like a plague.
It's the freaking bat!
Having health insurance.
Shop that's fueled every Manning, from Archie to Peyton to Eli to even young Arch, with their delicious po' boys. Other teams around the league have quietly been adopting the jumbo sandwich package as well. In Denver, the secret weapon is their Mexican hamburger, a local specialty that looks like a cheeseburger decided to get wild with an enchilada. And you know, all of that Bronco success in the late 1990s, you can thank the Mexican hamburger for that. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna step into the kitchen to combine these two heavyweights into one glorious smothered Mexican hamburger po' boy. To see how it's done, check out the Sports on Prime YouTube page. In the meantime, you can count on the po' boy fueled Saints to cover the spread with a 24-20 win over the Broncos. Book it, I guarantee it, because remember, food doesn't lie. Back to you, Carissa.
There you go. The chef has spoken. He's picking the Saints, and I'm sure Tyrann Mathieu's happy to hear that. And now we say hello for the first time to Taylor Rooks, who sat down with him yesterday. Hi, Taylor.
Hey, Carissa. You know, Tyrann Mathieu was born right in this city in 1992. He went to high school 10 minutes away from where we are right now. Joe Horn was his favorite player growing up, and he knew that a big Saints game was on if his uncle had a party at the house. He remembers...
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
Somebody said they saw you.
Somebody ate your lemons.
I would never ask you. I just kept it to myself. I don't wanna know if you're playing me. Keep it on the low.
Minions have spawned.
'Cause my heart can't take it anymore. And if you're creeping, please don't let it show. Oh, baby, I don't wanna know.
Kurt's a lemon low. Kurt, why do you like lemons on an apple caporco?